Hi, I'm Kate Masango. Today we'll be having a review of the game against Dynamos against Hwange. The game ended 2-0, despite the fact that Dynamos has showed a lot of potential by leading two goals to nil. One would think that Dynamos are going to collect their first set of maximum points, and Hwange managed to come back in the game. So you look at the game, it's the second game of the season. It makes Dynamos have just a point out of possible 6, and one would wonder what's happening with Dynamos and what's next. So you look at that game, Dynamos was controlling things, it had everything under control, managed to get a goal early in the first half, another one in the second half through. The first one came through Johnny Mdadi, and the other one came through Emmanuel Paga. So it was 2-0, and one would think maybe in the 60-something minutes, Dynamos have kept the victory they needed. We can't say something went wrong, but it's actually a game of football. That happens in football. You are leading, your opponents comes and they find a way to break you and level you are. So you look at things in such a way that Hwange, they did their work, they did their job. But also looking at Dynamos, how can Dynamos let a 2-goal advantage go away? You would look it in such a sense that maybe the players find it difficult after losing Tanaka Shandirwa, who got injured, and Keith Madera. So maybe it had an impact, or it gave way to Hwange to be in the game, to find ways and break the defense, which really happened. Also, you would look that the first goal Dynamos conceded, the goalkeeper and his defense could have done more work. They could have organized each other better in defending that set piece that one is scored. So you would look at it in such a manner that Dynamos draw a game which they could have easily secured maximum points. I think Coach Kaka is already stamping his authority in the squad. You can see the way the first goal came. I think more than 10 passes were completed before Johnny Mdadi hit the back of the net. That was good football, convincing football, beautiful football. Everyone would want to see a team play like that. So it means that the coach is in a position where he is knowing where he is coming from and where he is going. He has a style of play. He is looking for the team to play, and it's there for everybody to see. I think everyone who watched the match against Hwange can testify that the first 60 minutes were very convincing. So now the coaches work on finishing the game, keeping the same levels of energy, keeping the same way that I've seen them dominating the game. So I think the coach has a lot of work to do in the essence of saying how he is going to finish the matches, because being Dynamos, you can't let away a 2-0 lead. But that's football, that happens. Also considering that he has some injuries, some injury worries, I think right now going in the next game, maybe one or two players might have come back or not, but still he has some depth. So he now has to convince the players that he has to be able to play, to have the right mindset to go and play. And I think that's all the coach needs to do to be able to motivate his guys to go and play. I think that's all. That's what matters. That's what's lacking, is the motivation side of it. And the moment he got it home, he's trying. It's going to be interesting, of course, Yada and Harare. Yada and Dynamos, they are both Harare teams, so it's a Harare derby one way or the other. Despite the fact that it's not the biggest Harare derby, it still remains a derby. You look at it last season, the last two fixtures, Dynamos won 5-1, the other one, Dynamos was beaten 2-1. So you would look at it at a point that any team can get a result which they want, any team can win it. So looking at Dynamos, how best they can win the game, they are facing a team that is inspired by one of the most talented players, one of the most talented players to ever emerge from Zimbabwe, Kama Billiard. Yada will be fueling themselves around Billiard, which might cause more problems for Dynamos, which has already conceded 4 goals in this season. So Dynamos, to be precise, they have to work their defense into structure and work it out going forward. Their build up to the way they should find goals. Of course, if they want to win this, they should find goals. And this season alone, they managed to score 3 goals, which is a positive. So they just have to carry on doing what they know best, which is playing football. And maybe they can end a result, but it's going to be an interesting match altogether.